House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Thursday defended her decision to visit Taiwan despite an aggressive response from China that has included live-fire military exercise in the Taiwan Straits. Pelosi, a Californian Democrat, said she had received overwhelming bipartisan support from her historic visit and reiterated that China will not be allowed to isolate Taiwan. She also questioned why her trip has received so much attention while a group of senators traveled to Taiwan several months earlier and it had no impact. Did anybody make a fuse? She asked. The speaker said Chinese president has his own insecurities and she won't let him control the schedule of members of Congress.
Want to see too much more because that might endanger our security. So when we talk about this, there are laws against the improper handling of this material. There are laws against that, and and we have to recognize that. This information, as it is coming across, and we'll know more later, is highly classified, well above top secret. It is again higher than top secret. It's top secret SCI. It is. It's about our national security, as we are told, and we'll see how deeply it goes into that. So I think our concern is always to protect and defend. And protecting and defending means we do not frivolously treat the documents that relate to perhaps, as they're saying, and we'll find out, again, all alleged at this point. I don't know any more than is in the public domain. Everybody's holding it very tightly, that if the nature of these documents is what appears to be, this is very serious, very serious.
Yeah. Though, do you want other congressional committees to begin investigating?
I'm not concerned, but right now it's in an arena that we will see what happens next. It isn't. I'm not making plans about congressional investigations. Let's see what the course they're on is now. Yes, Josh?
Have you been briefed on any aspect of this, that it was missing, that they were going in? So you just know what's in the public domain?
No, just know what's in the public domain. And what's in the public domain is, a president can declassify anything. Shouldn't be able to declassify the matters of this seriousness. This isn't declassified. It's just improperly handled. Now, what is it? We'll see. We'll see in the unsealing, and that may not tell us everything still because of the serious nature of all of this. But since you're asking this question, let me be self-serving. A long time ago, like 20 years more, when we had our last intelligence bill, when President Clinton was president, there were some over on the other side of the building who wanted to put into the intelligence bill legislation that said if a reporter reported something on the basis of information that he or she received, that person would have to prove that it did not harm our national security. So if you got some information and you wrote it up, the burden would be on you to report that it did not harm national security. I said to the president, you can't sign this bill. We were not signing the conference report on it because it came from the Senate. We're not signing the conference report. You cannot sign this bill. And he, of course, agreed. He just didn't know about it. I was a ranking member at the time. So what we did was we changed it to say, if you had this information and you wrote about it, the government would have to prove that you harmed national security, which was a big victory for freedom of the press in our country. And we got wonderful response from editorial boards and the rest of that. But so be careful about how you handle whatever it is, but you have to be appreciative of the fact that we reverse the burden of proof in that. Was that self-serving?
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yes.
Last question.
Can we ask you about the attack in Ohio against the FBI, Madam Speaker? I'm curious if you have any
This
comment
gentleman
how
was
concerned you are.
recognized. I'm sorry. Okay.
There was enough concern apparently for a search warrant to be granted Trump's residence. This is not by any stretch his first go-around, his first brush with the law. He's no longer in office, and I think he used to feel some sort of reticence about characterizing him.
Me?
In the middle of all of this,
I have been resident. Who has been more than I? Okay.
was this president a crook?
Excuse me?
Was this president a crook?
A crook? Why don't we take your question?
I mean, feel free to respond to my colleague's question, but the attack against the FBI office and the apparent attack against the FBI office in Ohio, how concerned are you about increased level of violence against law enforcement, against public officials? And are you concerned that some of the rhetoric from the former president could be to blame for some of those increased threats?
Thank you for your question. We need more evidence than a presidential incitement of an insurrection on the Capitol to know about causing concern about the safety of members of Congress, of our Capitol, of our Constitution, and of our law enforcement. On Tuesday, we had a conference with the member, it was a Zoom caucus with our members where we had a presentation on enhanced security for members and their staff and families. And in an unemotional, serious way, recognizing that this inflaming of situations that have no basis in truth even, and are in disregard of the responsibilities of law enforcement. So yes, but we have to be, no, there are no guarantees. We sign up for this, we have to do our jobs. I know very well how vicious they can be for a long time now.